Even though Seinfeld is undoubtedly one of the most popular sitcoms of its time, there are some things that almost everyone has missed in the series. Let's take a look at Seinfeld, 5 hidden details everyone completely missed. Number 5. Where's the father? Regardless of how many times you've seen the sitcom, there are some details that are so well hidden in the show that you can easily overlook them. But these details make the show even more interesting. When it comes to the plot of the sitcom, there's no doubt that the directors of the show do have a very extensive and creative imagination, which has helped them in merging fiction and reality in a way that most people fail to do. The plot has won several awards and has been recognized for its credibility on multiple occasions. Drawing from real life, a major chunk of the plot is based on real-life stories of the cast and crew members, thus helping them enact the scenes in a much more believable way. However, with the power of imagination at the disposal of the directors and producers, they were able to twist these real-life stories in a way that they become a source of entertainment for the audience. One of the characters on the show, Alton Binns, who happens to be Elaine's father, is a massive question mark for the fans. The actor who plays Elaine's father, Alton Binns, is Lawrence Tierney, and sadly enough, the actor only made a single appearance on the show and never came back. While fans did notice his absence, very few could guess what had happened that stopped Lawrence Tierney's return. In the show, the actor was supposed to intimidate and frighten the other actors, but it turns out the overlap of imagination and fiction was so severe in this show that in real life, actors were seriously intimidated by Lawrence Tierney, and so he had to be removed from being a recurring character on the show. But before we get into more details about Seinfeld, 5 hidden details everyone completely missed, if you're liking our content so far, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification button so you can get notified every time we post a new video. And you can stay updated about some interesting details in your favorite TV shows and movies that you might have completely overlooked. Number 4. Kramer's profession. When it comes to sitcoms, the characteristics of actors usually revolve around their professions. If you take a look at any of your favorite characters from a sitcom, be it Friends, The Office, How I Met Your Mother, or even Big Bang Theory, all the jokes and plot lines revolve around their professions, and their personality type is also such that it's the perfect fit for their profession. When it comes to Seinfeld, we've been made aware of the professions of most characters. We know that Jerry works as a stand-up comedian, whereas Elaine works as a writer. However, when it comes to Kramer, there's no mention of what his profession is or where he works, and even though the show has come to an end, audiences are still kept in the dark about where Kramer gets all his money from. Does he have a secret inheritance that we're not aware of? Let us know what your hunch is regarding Kramer's profession.
Well, we better get going if we're going to go to that 7 o'clock cold fusion.
Yeah, well, count me out. I'm swimming in it. Old man Leland is busting my hump over these...
Number 3. Hidden pregnancy. Do you remember the last season of Friends when Courtney Cox was pregnant and had to hide it so fans wouldn't realize it? Well, no matter how hard Monica tried to hide her pregnancy, it did become apparent to all fans. Well, the crew at Seinfeld did a much better job at hiding the pregnancy of their actresses. But which actress was this? Well, do you remember there was a phase in the series where Julia Louis-Dreyfus started carrying too many props? Well, you guessed it right. She was trying to hide her pregnancy, and we have to admit, she did a pretty spectacular job at hiding it.
It's only because of little Ricky that I want to get my break in show business.
Number 2. Kramer's wardrobe. When it comes to the crew that works behind the scenes of any TV series, there's no doubt that they put a ton of effort into ensuring that they come up with the most creative and appropriate fits for everyone on the show, and that every character has a unique dressing sense. Given Kramer's lack of employment, the costume design department of Seinfeld designed Kramer's outfits in a way that they looked very retro. While fans may not have noticed this, but this was done intentionally to support the fact that Kramer had not bought clothes in a very long time, and the ones he had bought dated back to the 70s and 60s. As the show went on, the costume design team had to hire tailors for these outfits, since clothes dating back so long were becoming increasingly difficult to find.
All right. Yeah, it's raining. Can you do it? Well, what time you want it?
1 o'clock.
Number 1. Man hands. This has to be one of the most hilarious details from the show that fans probably did not notice. Do you remember the episode where Jerry goes on a date with a girl whose entire personality is based around the fact that she had man hands? Well, the episode was definitely hilarious and led the audience to believe that the actress did in fact have man hands. This is far from the truth. In order to support the man hands theory, the team had to use James Reckert's hands in place of the girl's hands. Isn't that astonishing?
She had man hands.
Man hand?
Which one of these details were you already aware of, and which one did you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments below if you can think of more details in the show fans might have missed.